heart was broken, but so was I. Tiffany was by his side and held his hand with a wicked smirk on her face. I hated her. The very next day, I was sitting in the cafeteria when Tiffany suddenly came and knocked my sandwich out head of the cheerleading. You know what? That was it. I was everyone from all of you. And then I removed my blue lens and threw them at Tiffany. Yup, I've got odd eyes. I'm freaky. Want to come and take a closer look? Go ahead. But the reaction from my schoolmates was not what I expected at all. OMG, I always wanted to see someone with odd eyes. Cece, that's so awesome. It just makes you look 10 times cooler. Everyone complimented my eyes. I was the center of attention, and Tiffany was... Hey, I'm Celine, but my dad calls me Cece. My parents were always super rich. My luck ran out of her own freaking out. Better over the weeks. That is, until me on the towards a stall. Accidental arm and weren't let that pour. It's made me realize what I'd done. I had tears in my eyes, and the way Dad looked at me broke my heart. I didn't mean to. I shouldn't have. Oh, cut it out, Cece. I tried to stop her, but she wouldn't listen. What? Oh my God, you started it, you lying jerk. All of a sudden, Tiffany pounced on me and pulled hard at my hair. She was suspended for a week and then removed from the cheerleading squad. I felt guilty and went to the girl to apologize. Luckily, she forgave me. A few days later, we were invited to the school quarterback Ashton's birthday party, and Sean and I danced like crazy. Feeling sweaty, I went to the bathroom to wash my face, and just as I looked up in the mirror, Tiffany came and shoved my face in the sink. You two-faced witch. I screamed and pushed her away, making her fall on her butt. Are you crazy or what? But when I turned, I noticed she was looking at me like I had a pair of horns on my head. OMG, so this is what they were talking about. You hit it well. While I was suspended, I dug up information on your previous school and talked to some people. Turns out you were quite popular for being bad luck. OMG, my lens, they must have fallen out in the sink. Okay, so here's the deal. Leave Sean and I'll keep your secret. He already knows, witch, and you have a boyfriend. Why can't a girl have two? He's your cousin. So what? And he knows about the weird eyes, but the rest don't. I talked to your old classmates and they all think you're a freak. It won't be much different here, trust me. I had no choice but to agree. I didn't want things to be like they were at my old school. After that, I quietly left the party. Sean kept calling me on my cell phone, but I didn't pick up. The next couple of weeks were awkward. Sean tried everything to talk to me. He was constantly following me and asking if he'd done anything wrong. I told him to just leave me alone. To convince him that I wasn't into him, I kissed Ashton one day when I knew Sean was watching us. Sean looked defeated. I knew his heart was broken, but so was I. Tiffany was by his side and held his hand with a wicked smirk on her face. I hated her. The very next day, I was sitting in the cafeteria when Tiffany suddenly came and knocked my sandwich out of my hand and then squished it with her foot. I just heard. You were made head of the cheerleading team. I think you should turn down the position. Don't you agree? 'Cause otherwise, you know what happens. OMG! Now she was blackmailing me to leave the squad? That was it. I was done with that bully. I stood up and shoved her away. What will you do if I don't? Tell everyone my secret? Wait, let me help you. And then I climbed onto the cafeteria table. May I have your attention, please? I want to tell something about myself that I've been hiding from all of you. And then I removed my blue lens and threw them at Tiffany. Yup, I've got odd eyes. Schoolmates wanted to see look 10 times cooler. Everyone complimented my eyes. I was the center of attention, and Tiffany was screaming with anger as she left the cafeteria. But all I could think about was Sean. I searched for him everywhere. Blackmail me. People have made me feel like a freak. Hey, don't cry. Amazing girl was back to go. We had a suck and I was on top when I felt something hit my head. I lost my balance and was about to hit the ground, but the other cheerleaders caught me just in time, and they started screaming. OMG! I charged towards Tiffany and we both fell on the ground. You witch, why can't you just leave me alone? Leave you alone? Oh, I will destroy you, Cece. You became the cheer watch. Sick looking at you like this. You know what, Mom? Don't look at me. In fact, don't talk to me either. Just pretend I don't even exist. I'm just so sick of your stupid nonsense. All my life, you made me think I'm some kind of freak, but the only abnormal person I know is you. How dare you? Mom lifted her hand to slap me, but before she...
Hey guys, that man's not normal. He must be a good mom or a dad. Because I'm a dad, and I'm gonna be a good dad. I always give candy and make myself stupid.
She could, Dad caught her hand and pushed her away. Pack your bags and get out. What? Get out before I call the cops. You've hurt my daughter long enough. I'm not putting up with you anymore. Goodbye and good luck. Mom kicked and screamed, but Dad just threw her bags out. Then Dad hugged me. I love you, Cece, and I'm so proud of you. I love you too, Dad. And since then, our lives have been so much better.
Mom left my dad. He was a major jerk, and she was so much happier without him. The only problem was that we were broke. My mom worked 2 jobs at once, but that wasn't enough for school, clothes, books, rent. The list was endless. People in school really started to like me over the years. That was funny. Everyone laughed, and he began to yell loudly. I had no choice. We both met the new student
Hey, that guy looks like my old character from
the
Minecraft.
next day, and wow, she was stunning. She had the most beautiful brown eyes I've ever seen. The moment Blake saw her, he turned to me. You can go. I can help her alone. I won't tell the teachers. Away! You're a snake! Look, that's Lisa. I've known her since we were kids, and her dad is even richer than mine. I want to date her, so just go away! Obviously, I didn't go away. Instead, I raced up to Lisa first and gave her my best smile. I never really flirted with a girl before, but I gave it my best shot. Hi, I'm Tom. You're cute. Do you, like tacos? Yes. I love tacos. Would you like to eat some with me after school? Okay. Why not? You're pretty cute too. Blake literally jumped in between us. Lisa, remember me, Blake? Our dads are in the same country club. Kind of. Do you want to go with me? Tonight? I'll take you somewhere fancy. Sorry, I'm getting tacos with Tom today. His expression was priceless. That's what he gets for messing with me. Lisa and I went out, and I had a surprisingly good time. She was so goofy and hilarious. Some of her jokes made me choke with laughter. Wow, I'm actually having fun. I'm glad I messed with Blake. So, I asked, I do think you're cute, but you're a jerk. She threw her taco at me. Next day, same elevator. You have every really sorry. If she finds out I'm poor, she won't like me. I lied quickly, hoping this would go away. But one day, Lisa wanted to walk me home, and I was trapped. I had to take her to a random mansion and pretend it was mine. I went inside and hid in the bushes till she went away. If that wasn't crazy enough, one night, she walked into the restaurant where I worked. The moment I saw her, I ducked and hid under a table. The manager called for me like 10 times, but I just couldn't make myself get out. Why was I going so crazy over this girl? Suddenly, 3 pairs of legs joined me under the table. My manager had seated women there. I immediately crawled out of the table, and all 3 women screamed, sending their food flying all over the floor. My manager caught me by the collar and fired me on the spot. If I wasn't horrified enough, I turned to see Lisa staring at me with her mouth open. Oh no. I just ran home. By the time Lisa confronted me in school, I had a lie ready for her. I got that job so I could learn some responsibility. It's not good to just live off my parents. But why were you under the table? I dropped my phone. I was looking for it. Somehow, the lie worked. And Lisa gave me a big hug to comfort me. Ew, that was close. I was heading home from school that day when I felt someone pull me back. It was Blake. Why were you hugging Lisa at school? None of your business, moron. Didn't I tell you I like her? You better back off before I make you pay. Make me pay? Your dad can't kick me out of school. You have no power here. I stormed away from him with my head held high, thinking I'd won this battle. I had no idea how far Blake would go for a shot at Lisa. She and I were having lunch in the cafeteria one day when Blake came over with his gang. Hey, Tom, your parents are rich, right? Yes. They sell computers. Then why are you wearing clothes that I threw in the garbage? I was in shock. Blake pulled out his phone and played a video for everyone. It was me, searching for clothes in the donation bins. We saw you hunting for clothes like a cheap beggar. We followed you, and you live in a tiny apartment on the bad side of town. Everyone around me was whispering. I couldn't even bear to look up at Lisa. Do they even got off my feet and punched Blake right in the face in front of everyone? I just lost it. I was suspended. Didn't want to go to friends could read hand-me-downs. Answer my calls. I was worried. Maybe I'm embarrassed, and I want to be alone. You shouldn't be embarrassed for being poor. You should be embarrassed for lying to me about it. Oh, I should have told you the truth. That my mom's a waitress and a janitor. That my dad abandoned us, and we live like beggars. Which part makes you want to go out with me? She looked shell-shocked. Wait, you want to go out with me? I never said that. Just leave me alone. Lisa, I went into my room and slammed the door shut. I wanted to be anyone else except me right now. It got so much worse when I opened Instagram and saw pictures of Blake and Lisa together. I guess she found someone who can take care of her the way she deserved. I was in the worst mood of my life when I started school again. Lisa tried to talk to me a few times, but I just ran away from her. I thought I could just avoid her forever. Until one day, I yelled, "Easy! I don't want it. How long are you going to ignore me to hear about your literally begged me? I like you. Are you blind? Can't be together. 5 seconds. He literally dates with Blake. We're not dating, you idiot. I only clicked those selfies because he literally begged me. I like you. It took me a few seconds to get that. You like me? Are you blind? I've liked you since the first day we met. It doesn't matter. We can't be together, Lisa. I'm poorer than your gardeners. I have nothing to offer you. You have everything to offer me. You're a good friend. You're an amazing son. You're clever, and you're handsome." I was speechless. Lisa grabbed my collar and gave me a full peck on the lips.
Okay.
So I'm gonna need you to make a little chant like he's walking! Keep going, keep going!
So, I held a Minecraft talent show. I should not have been allowed to do this. Listen, I'm an ambitious guy. YouTubers, they just believe